Greetings, everyone, and a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from the sunny Sunshine Coast here in Australia, joined today by Sue Pat. Sue, a very warm g'day from down under. Welcome to the show. Where are you hanging out?
Thank you. I'm Bay Area, California.
California. Whereabouts?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Bay Area near San Francisco,
near San
eh,
Fran.
eh,
Okay,
Silicon Valley. You can say Silicon Valley.
gotcha. And so, yeah, rubbing shoulders with the Mark Zuckerbergs of this world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the cafe every day. So,
Uh-huh.
folks, Sue and I have started working together. She has a company called New Beginning, NU Beginning. And so her forte, her specialty, which I'm very interested in, is helping people, possibly like you, um, have a lifestyle that you want through having a digital business. And it's this is not an easy thing where people say, "Oh, I want to have a good lifestyle. Perhaps I want to work from home. Perhaps I want to travel. I don't want to go to an office. I don't want to work 6.5 days a week. So I'll launch a digital business because that'll give me everything I need." And unfortunately, very often it ends up being worse than it was before. People are working 7 days a week. They're working 12-hour days. The marketing's not working. The value delivery is clunky. So Sue's specialty is to take all those obstacles out of the way so you can accelerate your progress and the whole journey can be smoother, can be easier, I'm not saying easy, but easier and simpler than it would be if you just try to randomly go to different books and different websites and different webinars and figure it all out. So think of this as Sue's specialty is an holistic approach. Everything from the strategy, making sure you've got something that's going to be able to sell in the marketplace, through to the marketing, through to the value delivery. Um, so very practical. She has a supportive community of others who've got on a similar journey. Title today is Top Tips for Launching and Growing a Digital Lifestyle Business. So without further ado, let's kick off. Our time is going to start now. Question number one is, who is your ideal client?
You explained it really well in your introduction. My ideal client is budding entrepreneur who is looking for digital income that can come on cruise control, income he can make when he's asleep, income he can make when he's on vacation. So any budding digital entrepreneur, solopreneur, or even I can say small business owner.
Right, right. And because I imagine a lot of people, yes, you have the pre-startup people, but you'd also have the people who have their own business, but are struggling with how to digitize it and how to deliver value to clients other than physically being there or being one-on-one on a Zoom call, for example, as a lot of business coaches do. So
Absolutely.
how do you take your intellectual property, which clients value and is transformative, from a one-on-one value transaction to being something that can be scaled, as you, I think, so put it so well while you're on sleep or on holiday. So so that's the ideal client. Um, we've already picked over some of the problem that you solve, but in a nutshell, what would you say is the big problem that you solve for people?
See, as you mentioned in your introduction, it is not easy to create digital income. It is, of course, it is possible. But I saw many entrepreneurs, they spend like 3 years in creating e courses,
Yeah,
6 months in creating lead magnets. I make all these things really speedy for them.
right.
I give them everything. Basically, they you can create money if you lose money, but you lose time. You are not going to recreate time. So
Makes
I
sense.
give them ready-made products, and even I have other offers also tailored so that they can save time and they can start making money immediately. Because as you mentioned, it's many entrepreneurs they quit 40 hours of job and end up working 80 hours in their own business.
Right.
And in spite of that, many solopreneurs quit their business before launching their first product. Many entrepreneurs don't see second year in their business.
No,
So I want to reverse that trend.
yeah, I think you're quite right. You can, I think it's a very astute observation. You can lose money and make it up again, but if you lose time, you can't. Um, so let's let's sort of go to the helicopter view and look down on some folks that are struggling with this, with creating a digital lifestyle business. What are some of the things that's going on in their life? This is question three. What are some of the symptoms they're experiencing?
Symptoms are the one major symptom. Are they waking up 3 a.m. in the morning? About how their next paycheck or how their next money is coming from, how their next client fees to payment, and there are many, many symptoms, but that's the main thing.
That's the big one. It's the anxiety around cash flow and where next clients are coming from, and very often, I'd suggest it's because they don't have a rinse and repeatable system that's been proven. A lot of random acts of marketing going on. Kind of, someone summed it up really well, and they said, even a blind squirrel can find an acorn in the forest once in a while. It's being able to do that day after. It's being able to do that day after day. That is what you're helping people with. So let's. Can you share with me a couple of the common mistakes that you find your new clients tell you that they have made in trying to find your solution? What are some of the couple of common mistakes people make? And this is just to help you folks if you're listening to this, so you can avoid these mistakes.
Oh, there are so many mistakes, but one thing I can just say that they just want to be perfect. And when someone is going for perfection, they procrastinate. They also have shiny object syndrome. Plus, they don't prioritize. Means they wear so many hats. When they come to your home office, prioritize. Put the maximum value hat on your head. Most of the time, you don't need, yeah, you wear 27 hats, no doubt about it. But doesn't mean you have to keep on wearing low value hat like graphic designer hat or admin hat. As far as possible, wear your CEO hat.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So the big one is not prioritizing. Um, okay, thank you for that. And at question 5, let's flip it now. We've sort of looked at the past in a way, or the present, but let's go to the future. What would you say is a top tip that someone it's one valuable free action you could say to someone, look, this is not going to take you to the across the finish line, but it could be a step in the right direction.
First of all, you should hire a mentor or a guide who can take care of your blind spots, who can guide you properly. I think that is the most important thing because people just try to cut corners everywhere, and this is not something you cannot create ongoing income just by watching YouTube
No,
videos.
no,
Yeah,
already.
you want to be in the back pocket of someone whose lifestyle you want, whose strategies you totally like, and then avoid shiny object syndrome. Just follow his guidance, his or her guidance, and then, yeah,
Yeah, stay
live your dream
focused.
life.
And while you're engaged with someone like Sue and you're working with her, don't read marketing books, don't go to other webinars, just focus and put that system into place. Otherwise, I play a lot of tennis and people want to get into tennis. Do you imagine if someone just bought the tennis rule book and that's I've read the rule book. I know how to play tennis. I don't think you do. You need a coach. You need someone that can stand alongside you and make sure your techniques. It's kind of like that, folks. It's you. You need a coach. You need someone to guide. You need someone outside your own head to see the mistakes you're making and bring you back to a point of focus on the steps that are absolutely essential that are going to get you across the finish line faster. That was a long sentence without taking a breath, but I'm back.
Yeah, it is okay to learn from your own mistakes, but it is better to learn from somebody else's mistake. And your guide will tell you what not to do.
So much wisdom in there. It's better to learn from I mean, it's smart to learn from your own mistakes, but it's even smarter to learn from someone else's mistakes. Where can people go to find out more? We're after a URL where people can sit down and kind of dip their toe in the water of Sue Pat's new beginning world.
Yeah, they can go to my Evergreen Training, the new beginning, of course, you got, and then slash webinar. And you will find the Evergreen Training. You can just find all the information. You can find my rapid system where you can
Right.
reactivate your generation just by, yeah, ready-made courses, and whole the program is written over there.
So, folks, it's www.nubeginning.com /webinar. And we'll post this under the video, but if you are listening to this just with audio, nubeginning.com /webinar. Uh, Thanks for that, Sue. Last question. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
Yeah, main thing, see, all these niches are there in great demand, but I just want people to know that how our offer is different from all these crowded, similar looking offers.
20
First
seconds
of
left.
all, we provide you implementation help. Nobody else provides you that, because then you will get ready-made digitals and they will sit on your computer, carry digital dust. We make sure that you get our ready-made products, but we make sure that you implement, and that's why we provide all the implementation help and support for your
That
success.
is massive. Dude, Pat, thanks so much for your time and your insights.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.